not the hobby to get into if you do not have patience and an appreciation for things that take time.
Objectively speaking, there's only one correct way to use a new mirror, and that's to take 4x5 large format mirror selfies out in the wild. Let's do it.
There's just no denying it. I know people have done this before, but this is so beautifully ironic. Mirrors don't happen in nature, not like that. Now I had to tape it behind the thing to the step stool behind it so that the wind doesn't blow it over. I thought ahead. I got this big brain energy out here. And I'm gonna set up my 4x5 a little bit over that way, which you'll see in a second, so that I can get the right angle to it with some interesting things in the background. I will say, the reason why I chose to wear all black is not only because I've been wearing all black lately, but because I knew I was gonna get really sweaty. It's like 86 degrees out here, and it's hot. It's humid. God, Ohio. I totally forgot to bring my focusing loop, which kind of sucks, but it's all right. It's so bright out here that it'll be okay regardless. I can still see. Under my Life in Motion R-Pack sweatshirt. They love to see it. Tilt to the near. Ooh, look at that. Focus on the far. Tilt to the near. Good. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Okay, you should be able to see how I've got it focused on the camera in the mirror, but with the tilt and with the rear standard tilt, making the mirror look more like parallel. Everything should be sharp at like f22, maybe even a little bit sharper, or you know, a little bit less shallow. But I think this is gonna be good. I like this composition, the lighting's nice, it's going from cloudy to sunny, and I think I might have to wait until it gets to cloudy because it'll just be nice and diffused. Still getting the blue sky in the background. There's a lot of thinking that's going into this, and a lot of things are just working out. It's really lovely and cloudy right now, and even though I'm still sweaty, I think this is gonna be even better than if it's sunny, so I gotta take this kind of quick. Let's do this, and it'll be authentic. It'll be authentic that I'm sweaty. We love authenticity. All that work for just one shot. Isn't that the most wonderful thing about large format film photography? This is not the hobby to get into if you do not have patience and an appreciation for things that take time. What I'm gonna do next is take this the opposite direction. There's a nice tree that's just in the middle of changing colors as it's about to be fall here in Columbus. I think that's gonna make for a really nice shot. I'm gonna lean the mirror against the tree, and I'll have to tape it there too. And then I think I'm gonna take that one vertical. Apologies for so much noise. There's both a road that has a 45-mile-per-hour speed limit and an airport right here. I will say I do love about this camera that I can so easily turn it vertical. I mean, that was a piece of cake. Oh my God, okay, I totally forgot to hit record on this, and now I'm sweaty because I was under my sweater of a dark cloth. This was a really challenging one to get perfectly in focus the way I wanted it to. The mirror would not sit the way I wanted it to, so I actually had to move the camera to a different spot, and I didn't have enough rise to get the whole tree in it, so I was like, okay, let me point the camera up and let me use some rear standard tilt to get it more parallel, and then let me add the front tilt to get everything in focus. And honestly, this is probably the most advanced I've ever gotten with my 4x5 camera, but everything looks sharp now. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, can you see that there? Everything looks pretty much in focus. Nice, and it gets the whole tree, still some foreground. I like this composition. The tree's definitely the focus, but this is definitely still a mirror selfie. What do you think? Let's see how this turns out. Also, let's just take a moment to appreciate all the movements of this camera. I've got it tilted up. The rear standard is tilted forward to be more parallel. This is risen all the way as high as it could possibly go. And there's still a little bit of front tilt on it too. There's a lot of movements happening here to allow this photo to be parallel, in focus all the way through from foreground to the background, and to be able to get me in the mirror. Now the mirror at this point too is a little bit distorted, but it should be an interesting photo regardless. So I wanted to rush the shot, but I was patient and waited for all the cars to pass. There it is. 2 mirror selfies out here in Ohio. That was a lot of work for 2 shots. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as a reminder, these videos for now about using a large format field camera for the first time and like learning the technical aspects of it. And like I said, for the second photo of this tree here, you know, that was like the most advanced I'd gotten with the movements of my camera. All of that is so that I can master the technical aspects of this camera in order to create my vision. Another photographer here in Columbus named Matt Marash, he and I were talking about Gregory Crewdson work a few weeks ago, and we were talking about how for Gregory Crewdson, his images are created using whatever's going to get the most detail, the best values, the best tones, and for a long time that was an 8x10 film camera. And now, you know, he uses like a phase 1 medium format digital camera because he's getting amazing results from that. It's his medium for creating the vision. And that's where I'm at right now, is I think that 4x5 film, even, you know, at some point moving to 8x10 film is my medium for creating what the vision is that I want. Now, everything you've seen on this channel, nothing looks even close to what the vision I have in my head is for the work that I want to create. But all of this is helping me get a little bit closer so that when I have the resources and feel comfortable, the work I'm going to create is going to be awesome. And if you want to see that, I encourage you to hit subscribe and follow along, because that's coming soon, I have a feeling. Now, I will say I really liked how these mirror selfies turned out, and I think that I'd be interested in pursuing that as its own kind of like self-portrait series. I especially liked the second one because the focus was so clearly this tree. but I was still in it, kind of like a Velasquez painting when he did Las Meninas, right? It was like, he's in it. He's not the core part of the photo, but he was in it. And I think that's really interesting. So we're gonna play around with that some more, but thanks for watching. I know this was a long video just for 2 photos, but that is large format photography. A lot of work for amazing, but fewer results.